Welcome back to another episode of NFT Catcher Podcast. We'd like to remind everybody that nothing on the show is meant as financial advice, and to please do your own research. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Now the subject is NFTs.
They're known as non-fungible tokens, or NFTs.
NFTs are exploding in popularity.
This is a technology that will forever change the way people interact.
So it is happening whether you understand it and like it or not.
This phenomenon is moving. The digital.
You have now joined Jenny from the blockchain and Michael Keene on the NFT Catcher Podcast.
What's up, everyone? It's Jennifer and Michael Keene here from the NFT Catcher Podcast. And we are so excited to bring you another episode today. Michael, how's your day going so far?
It's going pretty good. How's your day going?
It's going awesome, honestly.
Yeah.
We're kind of recording earlier in the day for once. We usually record super late at night, so this is a little bit different for us. But you have some big Clubhouse event later, right? That you're doing?
We're 10 o'clock Eastern. I'm going to hop on Clubhouse. A couple of my friends are dropping projects, and there's a lot going on. So I was asked to run one, and hopefully it'll be a lot of fun. Get a lot of people up in there.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. So, oh my God, what should we talk about first? I don't even know. There's so much.
There's a lot going on. I've been seeing a lot of people complain about the whitelists and how pre-sales are going down and how these projects are picking who gets to buy and stuff. And I kind of wanted to go over. Are you still not minting very much, right?
I haven't. Okay, so I've the past maybe month, or so, I really haven't minted too much. And like I said, I usually like to buy off the secondary if I really believe in a project. But, we talked about impact theory in last week's episode, and I, have just had that tab up watching them. It was like Dutch auction style, started going down in price. And so I ended up scooping, and I even tweeted out about this too. I thought, this is a good underrated project. I ended up scooping up 2 of the 3-tier impact theory NFTs for 0.05.
Yeah.
And now the floor is 0.17. I didn't even think the floor was going to go up. I bought in assuming that it would be a sleeper project for a while. So I was kind of shocked to see the floor price already, 3x or so.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool, but I'm just holding on to mine. And so I did mint that, and that's because, I really do believe that that's a great project. And the Alien Boy NFTs, I've been a part of that project for months. I mean, I'm not like a part of it. I just like happen to have 2 Alien Boys. And so like if you had to, then you can mint either a UFO or an alien girl. It's kind of like random what you get. And unfortunately I got 2 UFOs. I was like, no.
Oh, you did.
So RIP to me, but it's all good. And then what else did I get? I think that's pretty much all I did. Oh, and I also sold this was like 6 days ago. I sold a BYO pill and an access key for basically a combined like 1 ETH because last week I decided I wanted to be a little liquid. And so right now I have, I'm a little liquid because I'm like, we've talked about in previous episodes, what we think the price of ETH going up will do to NFTs. And so, it's kind of like, it's good to take profits while you're up, especially if the prices of NFTs start to go down, which we've seen across the board in the market, these past couple of days, the prices have been going down, which I'm sure we'll get into as well. But yeah, if you guys are listening to, this episode right now and you haven't heard all of our other ones, you definitely should go back and listen to all of our other episodes. They're honestly really good as well. But
they are.
Yeah. Well, what do you? Oh, go ahead.
That's cool. Yeah, now I'm with you. I had 5 pills and 5 access keys, and I actually sold my 2 least rare.
Nice.
Yeah. So, and I got like 1.2, combined each for those. I was, who knows what's going to happen with them, but I figured, like you said, take some profits. And I have 4 Alien Boys. So I actually ended up with 2 alien ships and 2 alien girls. Nice. And I'm gonna send you one because you need one. Yeah, you're the one that told me about it.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Oh, sweet. Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah, I got a couple nice ones. One I got is I think really good. It has what they call a magnetic field, and I already have a 0.1 offer on it. And that's like,
shoot.
you know,
You got a rare
really
one.
so I know it is pretty rare. It's
That's
pretty
good.
rare. I was happy about that. But you're gonna send me your address afterward, and I'm gonna send it over to you so you can have
Jenny
one.
from the blockchain.eth.
Yeah. If anybody, is that what it is? Nice.
Yeah.
Easy enough. If anybody needs one, it's you for sure. So
Hey, thank you. Yes,
yeah.
I actually, I guess I should take the time to also say that when I first minted Alien Boys, I joined the Discord, and I've been in the Discord ever since, actually. And Georgie Boy, who's like the founder, he had made me a special alien girl because it was like literally all dudes in there except for me.
Mm-hmm.
At first, I think there's more females now, but he made me a Hermione alien boy, and I have been trying to convince him to mint it since June, but he won't mint it. I don't know why. And but anyway, my friend actually minted it for me. He's like, he just named it. I don't know what he named it, but like Jen's Hermione or something, and he just like sent it to me. So shout out to Andrew for that. But yeah,
love it. So go back to the like the when people launch projects. What do you think, or what do we think is a fair way to try and distribute these? And we actually talked about a few months ago that, you know, 8,888, even 10,000 isn't really going to be enough anymore for the demand that's out there. And for some of these projects, like you're going to talk about a project that has massive demand that we just talked about a little bit before the show. But like, do you have any thoughts on how teams and how projects should handle like quote unquote whitelisting, you know, pre-sale listing people?
Man,
I don't mean to put you on the spot.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it's definitely a good question. And I think that a lot of, you know, projects and, you know, collectors in the community are starting to ask themselves that, you know, like, what are the solutions to these problems? Because we'll see that, okay, if they do some type of raffle where, you know, you have to just connect your wallet and, you know, your Twitter and your Discord, like Megaverse did, then people can, you know, rig the system by just creating multiple accounts. I mean, it's not hard for people to create multiple Twitter accounts, multiple Discord accounts, and multiple wallets. That's, you know, I mean, in this space, it's kind of, it's normal for a lot of people to kind of have multiple wallets. So yeah, it is hard to make things super fair where it's like just one per human being. And, you know, I'm not even entirely sure like how they would make things more fair. I mean, I don't really know. Well, what do you think? You have any ideas?
I mean, who do you reward? You reward the early people that show up, you know,
Right.
you people that are active, people that win contests, but like it's you're still never going to make everybody happy, I guess. Like I mean, when the demand outpaces the supply, like you just can't make everybody happy, I guess. You try and be fair about it. You know, I don't love the low limits, but the low limit does help, you know, distribute it. You know, when you have that crazy demand, like it doesn't even matter what you do when you can make a one limit in the lost sell. But you're right about the people making multiple accounts. That happens everywhere. It happens, you know, Ticketmaster. It happens with VV. Of course, it's going to it happened with the Megaverse. Beanie was talking about his friend in China that made a couple $1 million on Megaverse with like 1,000 accounts signed up for the raffle or something.
Sheesh. Yeah. That's crazy. And, you know, I mean, you know, some people are using Dutch auctions as a way to kind of, limit people. And, you know, speaking of Dutch auctions, you mentioned, we talked about a project right before we started recording. I forget how you pronounce it, but Boonji, I think. Boonji or whatever it's called, which is like, you know, it's by I don't even know the guy's name, but by like a pretty like renowned artist in the real world. And you know, he's also creating these like sculptures and everything and stuff, but he's coming out with his own 10K project, and actually it launched today. And this was kind of, so it had a lot of hype, right? I mean, you told me you heard about it, you know. I didn't even really know that today was the day that they were going to be minting, but it is. And they actually started their, I'm trying to find it on the website here, but whatever. Anyway, they started their Dutch auction at 3 ETH, I believe. which is really high, right? And it's a 10K.
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah,
so, but there's only 7,000 something supply, because I believe there's like, 3,000, maybe a little less, that are reserved for whitelist people, and the whitelist people get to mint 1 at 0.2. And so, but they do it after the sale, which is kind of interesting, because usually they have the whitelist people do it before. But anyway, so the Dutch auction starts at 3 ETH, and then it goes all the way down to 0.3 ETH. And so every 10 minutes, it was going down. No, every 5 minutes, it was going down 0.1 ETH. So I was literally sitting here for the past, like, I don't know, for the past hour, I was just watching it, like, keep going down, keep going down. Honestly, not much, only a couple hundred sold between 3 ETH and like 0.7 ETH, like only a couple hundred sold. Like people were waiting for that to go to the bottom. I mean, 3 ETH is a lot, especially for a 10K project. So they did end up selling out at 0.3 ETH. So most people, bought at 0.3 ETH, but I thought that was a really interesting approach. I do kind of feel bad for the people that bought at 3 ETH, because that's already 10x what most people paid, and then you really have to hope that the project pumps in order to make a profit. But they were probably under the assumption that, considering the Bungie project had such a large following and a lot of people are really excited. I've seen 4 tattoos of people with the Bungie project tattoo. Yes. And I think they were trying to get I think they were just trying to get on the whitelist. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know. It stresses me out when I see people with NFT tattoos. Anyway, especially if they don't even own the NFT, they're just like trying to get on the whitelist. So watch out for those crazy people out there that get the tattoos.
Yeah.
Okay. Stay away from those people.
The Dutch auctions are kind of cool. We're going to talk about Tom Ballou's impact theory again. That was a Dutch auction. The original one, not the original one, but one of the first ones I really followed was Gary V's, and that was a Dutch auction. Yeah. And people they wait till the end usually, like you said with Bungie. Like people wait, even like so. Gary V's sat there at the bottom at 0.5, and they sat there. And even Tom Ballou's impact theory, like you said, you got them at 0.05. Like that went all the way down. As soon as it made it to the bottom, it, moved and sold out. I like, it's good that people are smart with that, but it also gives people an opportunity that say, I want one no matter what. You can get one. You might have to pay a little bit of a premium.
Right.
You also need to know you have the demand for it though, because if you do that, you're going to have a slow rollout, and some projects, a slow rollout is not great for public perception.
That's true. And then, and some people, like I saw on Twitter, on like Bungie's Twitter, they're like, this is a fail of a launch. And it was like, because it didn't sell out instantly, people are.
They were saying that about Gary V. They were saying that about impact theory. Yep. You're right. Another one that did that this week. Did you check out the Party Degenerates?
Oh my God. I was supposed to be keeping my eye on those and I totally forgot about them. Yeah. And how much were they to mint?
I think they started at 2 and went down to I don't know what it went down to, but it was going down and I lost track of it. But tons of really good artists involved, like tons of really, really high-end artists involved. They're still unrevealed. I was kind of peeking at it to see if maybe I would snag them,
I think I want to wait for them to reveal and see if they'll go down further. I think they're at last time I checked, they were at 0.8, which is way too high for me.
Yeah, that's about where I saw them. Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, I would, I think, this is kind of maniacal, but I'm like, I hope the market goes down further and these things go down more so I can buy one at 0.1 or 0.2. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me being selfish. Probably is. So it's the case. These prices go crazy down.
Yeah. And ETH going way up. It's nice to have a little ETH.
Right. For sure. Yeah. Well, I also have ETH that I'm like, I don't touch. It's like,
right. It's not part of the NFT.
I'm like, no, under no circumstance can I use this ETH. Like it's in my hardware wallet. I cannot use it. Nice. So you have to do that to yourself. You do.
You do. You got to make sure that, if all hell breaks loose, your real life has to be set,
Right. And that's one thing I was thinking about the other day. I'm like, okay, if I were to lose and not just all my NFTs went to 0, but also what if, you were to get hacked and somebody were to take all your NFTs? Would you be okay? did you take out your initial investment? Like, did you, pay off your debt or whatever it is that you want to do? It's like, you kind of have to ask yourself that, would I be okay if I lost everything? Because, it's always a possibility. And, nobody wants to think about it, obviously, because it's not like positive or ideal, but it's just the reality. I mean, you see people all the time, getting hacked and whatnot. So just something to think about, folks, if you're in the NFT space and you're like, just super up and over leveraged on, some stuff. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah. A lot of prices have come down recently. I don't know if it's because of ETH or it's just kind of that lull before another. I mean, there's so much out there. So like the money gets spread a little thinner. We've seen Mechaverse go from 80 down to 2 or whatever it's at. A lot of the quote unquote blue chips are down. Pixel Vault is, you can get a founder's token for under 3 ETH now, which seems like a bargain compared to where it's been in the past. You can get Cool Cats is down in the 6s. Last I looked, 6.85. It might be 7. And that was up at 15. And Oni Force is down under an ETH. So there's some really interesting ones out there that, people like Oni Force was at 7 ETH at one point.
Yeah.
And it's,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy for sure. There's some, quote unquote bargains out there. Possibly try and find the bottom. Don't just jump right necessarily now, but watch it. See if you think it turns around because we've been through these roller coasters before. Mm-hmm. We've been through some, this some of those are down, but we've seen this up and down. Bored Apes is even down a little bit. V-Friends is down a little bit.
Right. Everything's kind of down across the board. Yeah. Well, not everything,
everything,
but a lot of the, a lot of the big projects are that people are watching. Yeah. So, that's usually it's like, if the big projects are down, the smaller ones will be like down as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Bored Apes, I think they're down to 28 ETH. I saw on Twitter.
Yeah. Yep.
So, but moving along here. Something I thought was really interesting. I actually wanted to talk about this.
Yeah.
Briefly, at least. Pranksy, who, we all know Pranksy. Hopefully, you know Pranksy. If you don't, you should. They're basically
not going to make it.
Yeah. You're never going to make it if you don't know. But yeah, so they have they're auctioning a founder kitty, a crypto kitty founder kitty, number 28, sorry, on Sotheby's. I don't know exactly how to pronounce Sotheby's, but and what's cool about the founder kitties are those are literally the very first the very first mints on the first ERC 721 mints. So that's like the 28th ERC 721 token that they're auctioning off. Yeah, ever. So that's super cool. And by the way, the cheapest listed founder kitty right now, and there's only 100 of them, I believe, is 200 ETH. So, and this thing is going to be auctioned off. So this is going to go for, I think, more than that. And that's pretty cool that Pranksy's doing that. But yeah, I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, good for Pranksy. Is that something they've had since like the beginning, or
I'm sure that they were probably one of the first to have, the crypto kitties, and they probably just held on to this whole time, I'm assuming.
Yeah, if anybody doesn't know, Pranksy's kind of famous for minting over 1,000 Bored Apes, which is pretty
1,200
epic. Yeah, pretty epic. I think I've said before, but I bought mine from Pranksy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Way back in May.
Yeah, I remember that.
Cole Ethereum was talking about the Bored Apes. He sold one for 0.06 before it sold out.
Oh, he's the one for a loss straight away.
Yeah, dang. Lower than mint. Yeah.
Dang.
I know.
Paper hands. No, but Cole's great. He's
he's
come out with his own, My Fucking Pickle and Pudgy Penguins.
Right.
The Metaverse headquarters Discord group that he has. Like, he's really putting in that work, and the dude's young too. I think he's like 20 or something.
I know. It's wild.
Props to him. Really doing a lot in the space. Yeah.
Yep. But I saw there. I guess there's a website that tells you your worst like paper hand moves. It might be like paperhands.wtf or something.
I don't want to know that.
I don't want to know either. I don't want to go anywhere near that. It gives you like a whole list of like what you sold too cheap and that kind of thing.
Oh, no.
I've seen people posting theirs. I don't even want to go anywhere near that yet. Give me a couple years and then maybe I'll look back for fun.
Right. I mean, I could probably stomach it, but it's like, what is the point? Why do I need to see what I?
No, I know I have some really bad ones. I would say one of my worst early sales is I minted a World of Women, and I think I paid like a total of, I don't know, 0.06 or something like that. I forget. But I literally immediately listed it for 0.1 and it sold, of course. And Reese Witherspoon just bought her first NFT and it's a World of Women. So, wow.
And of course, I left multiple ETH on the table. But you know what? I wonder, whoever has my World of Women that I minted, I hope it's in good hands. So
nice. You can look and see. You can look and see forever.
True. Yep. And that's the beauty of the blockchain. Everything is forever. Transparent. And permanent. And the data is, on chain forever. And that's really cool. That's like a huge advantage to the blockchain. So that's awesome. Maybe eventually down the road we'll do a whole episode looking into our past sales.
Some of mine I'll bring up. I've said before, but I minted 2 Fidenzas and sold them about 24 hours later. And hang me now. And I had 2 Salo bots. Those were those are also art blocks, and they busted all the way up to like 3.5, and I sold them. And the last I looked, they were like 12. And I had an artifact meta pigeon that I sold for like 1.2 ETH, and that's like 15 right now. And I would have been able to mint one of their artifact things for having it. So like
they're clones or whatever, right?
Exactly. Yep. That's coming out real soon. Those look really cool. That should be a big one. I think there's 20,000 of those ones, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. There's probably more. I don't even want to think about it, but those are my worst ones. I didn't know what I had. Fidenza, I had no idea what I had. Like I saw somebody on Twitter was talking about it, that they were minting it. So I was like, I'll snag a couple, made a little money. And that was about it. I
mean, I wonder what but then it's also like, you kind of have to, track. If you're going to track that, then you also kind of have to track what you did with the money. And then, and then it could have ended up being even better of a move. You never know.
That's for sure. Because, when I first got into it, it was when I first made my MetaMask and added ETH to it, it was for the VFriends. And I sold one of my rare ones at 5 ETH. At the time, I thought was great. Obviously, it was too low then. But that 5 ETH really kicked off a whole bunch of different stuff. So you're right about that. You have to, what'd you do with that ETH and all that stuff. I have no complaints. I could definitely have done worse. I've been done pretty well so far. So
yeah, true.
But I could have not worked so hard. Yeah, I could have not worked so hard and just kept everything I bought and been in way better shape. But.
Yeah, but what fun would that have been?
Truth. I agree.
And we wouldn't have anything to talk about.
Yep. Right.
Just kidding. But okay, let's talk about something not so pleasant. Oh, wait, we were already talking about something not so pleasant. Okay, let's continue talking about something not so pleasant. NBA Top Shot Discord got hacked, and several other project Discords got hacked as well. In fact, Creature Toads, their Discord got hacked, and apparently the hacker who, obviously they, post an announcement, mint here, and then, you connect your wallet, and then you type in your seed phrase or whatever, and then boom, they wipe your account. Apparently, so here's a question: Creature Toads publicity stunt or a change of heart? Apparently the hacker returned the money. I don't know. I don't even really know, but basically the lesson here is, because this also ties into NBA Top Shot Discord. Basically, for NBA Top Shot Discord that got hacked, they took over the control of the announcements, and they posted an announcement saying, hey, we're coming out with 7,000 rare Top Shot moments, and here's the link. first of all, huge first red flag was that their username, like it was like NBA Top Shot Team, and then it was like a different type of profile picture, and it's like, okay, that's obviously not them, but it's in the announcements Discord. Second thing, or announcements channel. Second thing was like, once you clicked on the site, literally it made you connect your wallet, which it's like, Top Shot is built on Flow and you use USD. Like, why would you need Ethereum or to connect your MetaMask wallet? So anyway, I guess some people's accounts got wiped from that. And they did not tweet about that publicly, but they did make announcements once they took their the control back. But that was interesting. Discord, I don't know. It's not entirely safe. You can't just trust everything you see in, projects announcements. Could have been taken over. Make sure to use your critical thinking skills when you're doing things, and take a second to really think before you act. And a lot of people in this space, they like to move fast and they feel like they just need to act first, think later. No. Slow down. Think first, then act and ask questions.
We know what happened. Was it like a moderator or a moderator's account got hacked?
I don't really know the specifics. I'm not sure what happened, but somehow they gained access, and whether that was somebody gave them access. Oh, conspiracy. Or maybe they just, I don't know, figured it out somehow. I'm not sure.
That's probably going to happen more and more. I think I might have mentioned it, but I turned off my DMs from everybody except for friends. On smart. Discord. You said that you put yourself on like away mode or offline.
Invisible, I think.
Invisible. Okay.
Yeah, if you're invisible, you don't get messages.
Yeah. It was getting so bad. I was getting all these from Mechaverse, I said, and like every project you're in, they're like sending links.
Right.
It's really bad.
So that's another thing that projects do that I am not a fan of, but they do it in order to try to bring more people in. But really, it's just like, it's just so spammy, and I honestly don't think, I think it's just like fake people coming into your Discord when you do that. But basically it's like, they'll be like, oh, if you invite 5 people, then you'll get, on the white list or something. And so then as a result, they just start freaking spamming it to everybody. And it's like, it's definitely annoying.
It gets that number up. People want to get that Discord number up, but now every Discord, I see Discords with 15,000 people and they barely sell any. That's happening now because of what you said. Like they're probably buying users and all different kinds of, because everyone, it turned out everyone's like, oh, we need to get our Discord number up or nobody's going to buy. So you do anything you can to get that number up, but now it doesn't mean as much anymore. It used to be having 7,000 in there was like a sellout. And now that's like not even a lot,
That's true. Yep.
Stuff changes so fast. Let's go over. Before we do that, Top Shot, the Allen Iverson. You remember I talked about that last week, trying to get the Allen Iverson.
Did you buy it?
Not yet. Sadly, it was 0.5. It went up to 0.7. I was like, oh no. And now it's like 0.6. Oh, no. But
okay, well, so the WNBA legend, they just announced today, WNBA Legendary Pack is coming out. Oh, wait, I forget when. I think either this week or next week. And it's going to be like $600. So people are probably going to sell stuff to free up some capital. So keep an eye out. But also, speaking of, NBA Top Shot is on the Flow blockchain. Speaking of projects on the Flow blockchain, my sister actually works for this company, Cryptoys, which is going to be built on Flow. And, they're building on Flow, actually, in the process. And they're releasing sometime in winter, but they are like legit. They have like 22 people on the team. And like the... Will, one of the co-founders, like was had also like co-founded Live Ninja, and they ended up like selling it for, I don't know, a ton of money. And so there, and I always get to see the stuff that has happening behind the scenes. Well, I shouldn't say that. Actually, I don't see anything for legal reasons. That's a joke.
Insider information.
But they're doing like a in their Discord. If you join, you get like the early bird role, and they're going to be basically giving a gift to all the people with the early bird role. So
I'm in that Discord, believe it or not. And I've been in there for a week or two now. I think my buddy NFTs Anonymous posted something about that project. So I was like, I'll hop in there. And awesome. Yeah, yes. And is it what are they doing something with like real life toys or
They're basically making digital toys. Like that's their like thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
Cool.
yeah,
That's a little
I'm really excited.
Vivi does digital toys like is it augmented reality? Do you know? Or are they doing like
I don't know. I don't think they've revealed much information yet.
Okay.
So,
oh wow. That's exciting. I'm gonna keep my eye on that one. I didn't know your sister worked there. That's cool.
I know. Yeah, she's their community designer. So
wow.
Yeah, she's awesome.
And I think NFTs Anonymous has his own project of some sort.
Yeah,
dropping soon.
Yeah, the Oasis. He told me about that. And I don't know why I told him he was crazy for doing this, but he's giving away his CryptoPunk. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, basically if you, I know, I don't know why he's doing it, but if you have like an Oasis NFT, like it hasn't launched yet, but it's like acts as like a raffle ticket or whatever. And like he's like giving away his CryptoPunk.
Wow.
I'm like, well, I guess I'll buy one to see if I win, but like, why the F are you giving that away? Anyway.
Wow. I'm gonna dig into that. I joined the Discord tonight because I saw him post about it. He just posted that he had a project dropping. So I just went, like, it's in his profile. We were actually buddies back in the day on Clubhouse.
Nice.
For like in the early days. He was big into Zed Run and always telling us all about that and stuff. So good dude. I really like him.
Yeah, he actually initially proposed that I coined the name Jenny from the blockchain, actually.
That's where that came from.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. And I was like, And then I didn't do anything for months. And then I kind of like tweeted about like, oh, it's a cool name. And then someone was like, oh man, I wish I remembered who it was, but shout out to that person. They were like, here's how you claim your ENS, how you buy your ENS. And I was like, oh, like I never done that before, and I watched like a little video tutorial and then I bought Jenny from the blockchain.eth and that's my wallet address now. So
love it. It's one of the good ones. That's a good one.
Yeah.
He's also part of the Royal Society of Players, which we've talked about a bunch. I'm not sure if he's still super involved or not. I have no idea, but it's there's part of that launch.
Yeah, and they're actually doing a if anyone's going to NFT NYC, actually I'll be there. I don't know, Michael, maybe you'll be there too.
Oh, I'll be there for sure.
Oh, then you can meet us. You guys can meet us there if anybody has either a Royal Society of Players NFT, a Gutter Cat Gang NFT, or a Metaverse Headquarters NFT, then it acts as like your entry to their rooftop party in New York on November 3rd. And I believe it's like from like 6 to 8 or something like that. I don't know. But join one of the Discords and find out more information. But yeah, we'll be there. So
yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on. I want to go to a lot of those different parties.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be party hopping.
Yeah, we will. There's a lot happening. I bet stuff's going to be happening we don't even know about yet.
I know. Yeah. I finally bought a Solana NFT. Actually, I bought 2 Solana NFTs. All
right, talk to me about it because I don't know why I keep delaying, but
no, I know. I honestly I didn't spend too much time, and honestly, I don't. These 2 NFTs that I bought, I don't endorse them or anything. And if they do pump in price, I will sell. Okay, so keep that in mind, folks. Anyway, my sister told me to buy a what's it called? Boneheads NFT, I believe. Where is it? Let me go to Magic Eden. Okay, so there's different marketplaces, and so I'm on Magic Eden, which is one of the marketplaces that you can find Solana NFTs on. Okay, so I bought a Bone World NFT, and my sister, she has a few of these, and she was like, "You should buy one of these." So she's literally the reason why I bought one. I didn't even really look too much into it, but I guess they're, airdropping another NFT to holders and stuff, and their art is cool. So I just decided to buy one for 1 Sol. And then that was my first NFT, which I was like, yay. And then I actually discovered this artist on Twitter, actually, and I just realized they were Solana artists, and I liked their work, and so I just literally bought one today. And nice. They are 0x Drip. and it's called like Iceland 0x Drip. And I just bought one of their pieces for 0.62, I believe, 0.62 Sol. So that's, how much is that in USD?
I don't know. Where's Sol at right now? Is it in the mid 100s last I looked, I think, or is it changed? I haven't really looked.
Yeah, I actually don't even know. All I know is okay, wait, let me see.
It's
0.68,
179. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So 0.68 is $138.
Okay.
So yeah, I basically spent $138 on this. And I'm just kind of, I don't know, I'm just like, why not, test it out, see, now I can kind of look at the Solana NFTs and track them or something. But yeah, I mean, I think Magic Eden is cool. I do like the site, but I don't know. Yeah, I really haven't looked too much beyond just kind of finding.
How's the buying process? You go to their website, like
it's
typical.
So easy. For minting, well, so I bought on the secondary,
okay.
But yeah, for minting, you just connect your Phantom wallet and then you mint, and and I guess there's different marketplaces that these NFTs list on. So how for Ethereum based, it's like mostly like it's all just on OpenSea, but there's Magic Eden, and then there's another one that's more popular. I think it's called Solana Art. And then there's like 3 like main marketplaces for Solana. Whereas, for Ethereum based projects, it's like there's literally just like one. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Yeah, I thought that was very interesting.
So for those, I think also on Ethereum, isn't Rarible also a marketplace you can theoretically use? I've never used it, but I think you can list on there as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, so I had bought one thing. My friend Young Content, he came out with his own NFT, and I bought it on Rarible, and it showed up in my OpenSea. It was displayed on my OpenSea.
Right. Because OpenSea just basically aggregates the Ethereum blockchain. Whatever's on there from anywhere, they'll snag it up.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I haven't even really looked too much. I mean, yeah, obviously this Rarible, this Foundation.
Right.
You're right. I mean, but that's not really like Rarible and Foundation. I mean, I feel like Foundation is for art, like just artists that create like one of ones and like to auction their stuff and things like that. And then Rarible, I think of as, I don't know who uses Rarible. I know Meta Key on their Edition 4 key. They launched it on Rarible, and people were so mad at them because it didn't go well.
No.
And then they were like, "Well, we never had problems in the past," and everyone's like, "Literally, nobody launches on Rarible. Like, why did you do that?" So I don't know. I don't know about Rarible, but yeah,
that's cool. I don't really use Rarible either. I mean, OpenSea, obviously, that's where all the action is.
Yeah, it gets the job done.
Yeah. I gotta load up some Solana and give it a shot. I know I've said it. This is 3 episodes in a row.
There you go. Yeah. I mean,
projects are dropping there every day, and I know people are liking it. There's some other one. Even like, have you ever been on Hickenuk with Tezos?
No.
They just passed 50. That's like the Tezos blockchain.
Okay.
Hickenuk. I don't know. They just passed 50,000 users. There's actually some really cool art on there for cheap. Like if you're looking for like bargain art, like if you're just looking for the art, that's kind of a good place to be. Because lots of artists drop stuff on there. They can mint them for basically free, and not super expensive.
I'm so curious to know because Coinbase. Oh, by the way, did we even talk about this? Coinbase announced. We might have mentioned this last week that they are launching their NFT marketplace. And I'm curious what that's going to do to our NFTs. Some people think, oh, it'll pump our NFTs, pump our bags. But I'm kind of thinking like, maybe they, I don't know, maybe somehow, I mean, I feel like a lot of people are priced out of NFTs, right? Like the price points are just super high on a lot of these things if you're thinking about it from the USD perspective. And I'm just like, maybe Coinbase somehow makes things more affordable. I don't know. And then all of a sudden everyone's like, wait a damn minute, why are we paying so much for these NFTs when, there's just, I mean, I don't know. I know they are listing some popular collections on there. They're going to have Ghost and a couple others I don't know, but yeah, I'm curious what that'll be like.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. One of the things where you you actually made me think of something that I want to talk about. It's hard to buy these, like the affordable NFTs. If something's 0.01, you're going to pay 2 or 3 times that in gas.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of rough to and it's really hurting some of those projects that are toiling low. It's hard to buy them.
It is. And it's really annoying too, because it's like you're literally just paying the miners. It's, and ideally, and I think that's why people like Solana and these Immutable X.
That's gonna help. Yep.
Right, because no gas fees, gas fees, and nobody wants to just pay for nothing. You literally are paying to send a transaction. Like you're paying all this money just to.
It's a lot of money too.
Yeah, and it's a little ridiculous. And it really shouldn't be like that, especially not if we are trying to, go for, mass adoption here.
Truth.
It's just not sustainable.
Yeah. And it really hurts. Like I said, those like we talked about last week, fuck cash grabs. Like I would have bought a bunch, but instead of paying 0.01, you're paying 0.03.
Yeah.
And it makes it a little more difficult. Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or just free, just pay gas. And then it's like, well, it's not really free because you're paying gas, and gas is, especially if everyone else is trying to get it, then it's like gas can pan out to be quite pricey. And then when you're selling, you have to factor that in because, you have to make sure you're selling for a profit. Obviously, ideally you sell when you're up. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but hopefully some solutions.
For sure. I eventually there will be solutions. Gas is an absolute racket. I've said that before. It's a shame, but people will figure it out. We'll figure it out. But it does. I do feel bad for those projects that have a low floor and that people might want to buy and they get turned away.
Yeah, simply
it's
because.
Tough.
Yeah,
I haven't heard. Yeah, there was a project dropping the other night, and somebody they were ready to mint and they were like, but the gas is killing me. It doubles the price of what you're buying sometimes. And then speaking of gas and no gas, you do anything on the Polygon network like Matic?
Me?
Have you done any of those? Yeah. Have you done any of those? They're on OpenSea.
I have, I have, the House of Keep It Genesis membership.
Oh, okay.
I have, I think I have a couple. I have a couple things that are on the Polygon network. Yep. Those are nice. Yeah, like Cool Cats have some like the Cool Cat
some of their drops were okay. Yeah, I have a bunch of the visitors NFT. I'm a big fan of. That was on there. I know Zed Run is on there. Chicken Derby's on there. There's another one coming out called Shroom Folk, like FOLK. I don't know if, by the artist. Do you know the artist Lurk Loves You?
Yeah, I remember I told you I had bought.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. I thought so. Okay, yeah. That's his project. And there's going to be, and they're actually going to be on the Clubhouse tonight. That's one of the reasons I'm running it. Yeah. So they're doing 6,666 at I think 0.06. And that's going to be on the Polygon. Yeah.
Why are they doing devil numbers? I'm scared. I'm sorry, but I have to boycott. That's cursed.
Yeah.
Anyway,
666. That's okay. It's a cool project. I like the people behind it. It's the same team that's behind the visitors, which was very successful. And their roadmap is kind of nice and simple. There's 6 airdrops, one every 2 months, and they put the date, and you're going to get an airdrop of Lurk Loves You art along the way for a full year. So you'll get 6 drops over the next year.
Wow.
And they're dropping, I think, on the 28th. So I guess it's about a week away. I think it's going to do well. He's actually the guy that started the Lowbrow Art Collective.
The Lowbrow? What's the Lowbrow Art Collective?
That's a lot of those guys like Brian Morris, Brian Romero.
Right.
A lot of the artists I like and I'm friends with. Jennifer Plotsky's, it kind of helps to run that. And a lot of people I really respect are part of that and, do a lot of good work there. So, yeah, I'm excited for his project and hopefully I think I'm going to get to talk to him tonight for a little bit.
Nice. Ask him why he did the devil numbers for me.
I will. I'm gonna literally say my podcast co-host wants to know why you did the devil numbers.
Yeah, because literally, I'm like, dude, I feel like devil numbers, like that's like sketch. Like deadheads, the reason why I did not get any deadheads was because they also did the same thing. And I was like, yo, that's kind of scary. But anyway.
Yeah, I've seen a few do that. That's like an NFT thing, I guess.
They should do like 777. Like that's lucky. Why would not?
Right,
why would
right.
you not do a lucky number?
Rather than the devil number?
Yeah, like. But I guess it's very niche for the people that like devil numbers or don't care. So.
Another thing they're doing that's actually kind of cool with that project is they have some guest artists that just created one of ones that'll be randomly inserted throughout the project. Yeah, nice. So those, cool. Yeah, I thought that was a good idea. That'll be kicking off. And what else is happening? So I put on here, I wanted to talk about the Gary V TikTok that came across because I think it's really important. I was actually going to play it, but I don't have it queued up or anything. He said his words were, if you're in this flipping and day trading every day, he said, get out, don't do it. But I would say more like be very, very careful. He said, there is going to be a catatonic NFT winter coming. NFTs will prevail. NFTs, like, he knows it, and they are the future, but there's too many of these projects. He says many, many, many of them will end up going to zero, will be unsellable. Many of these projects. So, don't stop what you're doing if you're making money, but prepare yourself. Don't hold every single thing. Like, really look at the teams, decide which ones you think are long-term projects. Because a lot of these projects, they seem like they're going to be great and they have all these plans, but once they make their money, like, do they keep working? Do they move on to something else? What is really going to last? What are the projects like?
Who will build during the winter?
I look at Pixel Vault and Bored Ape. Those are ones that, like, they're not going away.
They could, but they could, or maybe not. Maybe it's not go away, but they could go down in price. Like, I think it's funny because I think some people think that the blue chip potentials are like somehow immune to the winter. I mean, first of all, I agree with Gary Vee 100%. I actually tweeted the other day, I was like, we can be both in a bubble and, NFTs are the future at the same time.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And it reminds me so much. I got into cryptocurrency in 2017. I got in during the bubble, and it reminds me so much of that time. And of course, crypto is the future. It's the future of, money. And it's like, but, at the same time, things were, going way too crazy. And then, obviously there was just a bit of a lull for a couple of years. And so, who knows how long the winter will be or whatever. But I do definitely think that a lot of projects will go to zero. A lot of big projects will dip down in price. And, bargains to be had for the people that deal in ETH and they feel like one ETH equals one ETH, right? Because they're not thinking about the USD price because, they just kind of transact in ETH and they're not, looking to cash out or whatever. But, definitely be cautious. Definitely be cautious. And, you're voting with your dollar. Whatever you buy, you're voting for that. You're voting for that team. You're voting for that project. Stop buying things to try to quick flip them and really think about what you're buying as an investment. You're not supposed to. It's not an investment, right? But you should think about it as an investment. And it's like, just keep that in mind when you're buying stuff.
Yeah, put yourself in a good position. Make your money, but, be ready for that. He's right. Like, stay in the NFT space, like, do NFTs, learn, love it, but be ready for, a lot of stuff to fail. Parallel to the internet boom, the .com boom, in the early 2000s, when everybody was getting rich, making all this money. Like, it's kind of the same euphoria vibe, and a lot of it disappeared. A lot of that money went to zero.
Yeah.
It's very similar.
So there you go, folks.
Yeah.
Not to be, and it's like, someone tweeted, messaged me today, and they're like, you're being like bearish or whatever. Cause like, I've been kind of tweeting like, I don't know, just kind of, things about, just kind of warning people in a way, I guess. But, and it's like, I'm not being bearish. I'm just like, tweeting my thoughts, first of all. But Top Shot, I feel like those people that have been, through the ups and downs of Top Shot. I mean, I joined in October. We had a crazy run up in January and February. A lot of people joined during that time. And then we're going down for months, and it's painful. It is, but you kind of like having that experience on your side. It's like, you kind of start to think about things in a different light as well. And you recognize that things don't, that mean up only. It's like, that's not reality. Up only. Yeah, it's cool to say, but it's like, it's not the reality. Things don't only go up, Yeah,
you continue to tell your thoughts. Don't let people, there's always going to be haters. Like, if you don't have haters, you're not popping, people are going to complain. Yeah. So don't listen to those people. You do what you think is right. Because you have a really good perspective, and people listen to you for sure.
Let's go. Yeah, and shout out to all the people that message me on Twitter. I don't know about you, but I've been getting a lot of messages of people being like, listen to the podcast, like, thank you for it, basically, which is like,
it's really
very
cool.
nice.
Yeah.
And then also people being like, I listen to the podcast, how can I get featured on it? I'm like, no.
Constantly. Hey,
no.
I'm putting out a project of pixelated donkeys. Can we come on your podcast?
Can we come on and talk about? I would love to come on and talk about it.
I'm sure you would.
Okay, yeah, we are sure you would like to come on and talk about it. But we're trying to preserve our integrity here by not being bought out by cash grabs. So
that's right. Yeah, we haven't had any guests yet. I know we plan on eventually, and we will. We'll have people we respect.
Yeah, for sure. I kind of like that we haven't had any guests yet.
Yeah,
like, it's kind of like we've grown so big, like without, I mean, we're not like big or anything, but it's like we've grown this far, like without having any guests. And like, it's kind of cool, like having the power to just be like, we talk about whatever we want, and, we just kind of do whatever we want.
Right. Nobody's paying us. We don't have any sponsors. We don't do anything like that. We're just get on here and chat about NFTs for an hour.
Yeah.
And people like it. It's nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my God. I just realized it's been an hour.
Just about.
Well, almost an hour.
Yeah.
Time flies.
I know. Time flies when you're having fun. Yeah, exactly. I think we went through most of the list. The only other one that we didn't talk about yet. Did you see House of Kiba announces their collaboration with Zaire Wade?
No.
That came across Twitter not too long ago. So Zaire Wade is doing a project. I guess it's going to be PAX. I wouldn't say I'm disappointed, but a little bit. That's on the Wax blockchain. I've kind of been ignoring that for a while. Yeah, it's I don't know. I didn't have the greatest experience with
Wax,
it.
Dude, don't you remember when Wax was first like kind of becoming pop? Like, I remember I bought Street Fighter packs on Wax, and that was the only thing I bought on Wax. And then I was like, this experience is so bad that I'm never coming back.
I did actually really well with the MLB, but then like the Wax price went way down. So I haven't even gone back into mine in a while. I have a wallet with a bunch of stuff in it.
Really?
I haven't even looked at. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I was buying too much on there. And there was also like, they do like, there's a lot of free Wax where you can like get a whole bunch of free stuff, and those are not worth anything. But so House of Kiba said there's 809 big packs reserved for the Genesis members. I'm not sure if it's free or if you have to pay for it, but you can get one. I'll keep you posted on how that goes down.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool. I thought they were doing originally I thought they were doing an airdrop in like, might have been like August for Zaire Wade, but I guess it took a while to get going and what he was going to do. He has a clothing brand called YNG.DNA. Okay. I guess I'm not ultra familiar, but I'm going to look into it and see what's happening with the project.
That's cool.
Yeah,
man. That just made me think fashion NFTs. What would that even look like?
Well, there's a couple things out there. Do you know Zoe Steckel? Zoe Steckel, Stekkel?
I'm like the worst at names. No, I don't think I do, but maybe I do. I don't know.
Yeah, she's on Clubhouse a lot. Everybody knows her on Clubhouse. She's been around for a while. She created this like I don't want to not describe it correctly, but it's like a bag, like an over the shoulder bag. and she put out some NFTs, 3 different levels, and like having the NFTs, you're going to be your access to buy this bag. And I think you have like, some kind of rights with it. It's kind of neat. And she's really cool. Yeah. I heard her talk about it a bunch. I've been in a bunch of rooms. I don't want to butcher it.
Okay. Fair.
But I don't want to butcher exactly what she's doing, but it's really cool. It's like a cool looking thing. I think there might even be a screen on the outside of it, if I'm not mistaken, what she's designing. Like, but I'm probably butchering it. Zoe's awesome. I think she's super, super cool. I'm gonna learn a little more about it before I talk. But I did buy one. I bought the middle tier and I own one, and I'm gonna sit and wait and see what she does. Oh, Andy's pulling it up right there.
Shout out to our producer.
Yeah. Okay.
Backstage, Andy.
So look at that. There is a screen on there. Those are kind of cool, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's kind of like whatever that kind of bag is called, where you put it over your body.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, honestly, I don't wear bags or purses or whatever, but that is cool. That is really cool.
Yeah.
I like that. And the idea of like an NFT, like you're being able to redeem it for the physical. I love that. Actually, somebody messaged me, man, I wish I remember their username, but they were like, oh, maybe they're going to listen to this right now. Shout out to that person. They were like, hey, I'm a tattoo artist and I am just thinking about how I can incorporate NFTs into my work somehow. And I proposed the idea of, maybe you can come out with a token and, have like a certain amount, not like 10,000 or anything, like maybe like 100 or something, right? Because obviously you tattoo all these people, but like basically they would buy it and then they would send it to you to redeem it, and then you burn it. And then like they get a tattoo from you or something. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, no,
like that.
I love that creativity. I think that's where NFTs are going. I think if you're doing something in the real world, think about how you can incorporate NFT to it. And I think that's an awesome idea.
Yeah. Something like that. I mean, that would just be cool.
Kind of cool. You could draw a bunch of like what you consider, badass tattoos, like really cool stuff, put them for sale. The people that buy the token then have the right whenever they want to come to your shop and get that tattoo.
Oh yeah. Well, what if people wanted to because people like custom ones. So how would you do that? Or maybe you can buy one where it's like, okay, it's like a token for like a custom designed tattoo.
Yeah, there could be, right. There could actually be like blank tokens, like custom tokens, or ones that you make and people can decide.
I like that too. Yeah. You're making them, and then, because sometimes people don't know what they want. They just want a tattoo.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
That's cool. Or like how everyone's getting these like tattoos of their NFTs. Like maybe you can like make cool versions like of them or something, and then like dude, a tattoo artist catering to the NFT crowd, like tattooing their NFTs on them. I mean,
so cool. I have a Bored Ape. I say make me a derivative of my Bored Ape and tattoo it on my backside.
Yeah,
I'm just joking. Not on my back. I'm just joking. On my shoulder.
And on the next episode, Michael will be getting a tattoo.
You're showing my NFT.nyc coming soon.
He'll be able to see his tattoo in person.
I'm gonna get right here.
Face tat, yeah. Face tat. That's the way to do it.
Nobody can see where I pointed. Yeah, that's right.
There's actually, I saw on Twitter this guy, his first tattoo. It was an NFT, and he got it on his neck.
Oh man!
I was like, damn, that's bold.
Your first tattoo.
Imagine you just get it right on your neck. It's like, dang, you can't cover that up unless you wear a turtleneck,
right?
Which you're probably not gonna wear, but that's bold.
I don't have any tattoos either, but at this point, if I ever did, it probably would be an NFT. At this point,
what would you think it would be?
Probably the ape. If I was gonna get a tattoo right this minute, it very well might be my ape.
Okay, so what if do you feel like you would have to keep it forever?
I want to keep it forever, but like, I wouldn't feel like I would have to, but it would be, it'd be kind of weird to sell it at that point.
Well, someone did say that, if I sold it for life-changing money, then it would be kind of a memory of that as well.
Yeah, of course. So that's actually, for sure.
So it's like, you don't have to keep it forever.
That's the next level to right-click save. Is tattoo.
Tattoo, yeah. Permanently on your body forever.
Right.
That's the ultimate hodl if you tattoo it.
Yeah, that's the ultimate hodl, right, for sure. Diamond hands.
Diamond hands, exactly.
Yep. Love it. Let's go check out the top 10 of the week. There's a couple new ones on there that are new projects this week that have really blown it out of the water. There's actually 3 new projects in the top 10 that were not here at all last week. Number 1 is Axie, of course, as always. Another 400. It's weird. They have 430 some thousand transactions like every week. Number 2 is the Kaiju Kings. You've probably seen that, right? It's pixelated.
I haven't.
No. Okay. Yeah. It's like another pixelated. I think the floor is like 4 ETH. I don't even know. It's a little pixelated art that people love. Then you have the Doodles, which blew up.
Doodles. Yeah.
Yep.
Saw that.
CryptoPunks, Bored Ape, Mechaverse, which is falling but still has a lot of volume. Top Shot's number 7. Yep. And they have almost 300,000 transactions, 32,000 users. So that's those are number 2 in both of those categories. I told you I'm going to get that Allen Iverson sometime soon. The Shiboshis, not familiar.
Shiboshis? No, I have no idea what that is.
Wow. I don't know what that is either. The Shiboshis, I'll have to look that up. Probably sound foolish not knowing it, but it's all good. Art Block's number 9, and the Party Ape Billionaire Club is another new one at number 10.
Well, there you have it, folks.
There you have it.
The top 10 of the week.
Yeah.
Volume-wise, right? Sales volume-wise?
That is sales volume. Yep. So
sales volume on the secondary? Is that what they track?
Yes. I believe they only track the secondary on these. That is correct. Axie Infinity with number 1 is 119 million. And then number 2, Kaiju Kings, is 38 million. So that's the Axie is wild.
Wow.
Right? Yeah. Like in Top Shot is 16 million. Axie Infinity is 119 million. This is 7-day transaction volume.
What the heck? Who's buying what on Axie? What is happening over there?
I know.
And we don't even hear about Axie.
I know.
Literally.
It's
do you see Axie on your timeline?
A little bit. Mario Carters is into it. A couple of the people are into it, but I have a 19-year-old cousin. She was the flower girl in our wedding, and she plays video games, and she's looking for what to do with her life. And I'm just like, play to earn gaming.
Yes.
Learn it, get into it, like figure it out. Cause
right.
Yep.
It's the next thing. Play to earn.
It is.
All right,
Beautiful.
folks. Well, I guess that's it, unless we have anything else.
No, I think we're pretty good. I think that's episode 13 in the books.
13 in the books.
So we'll probably do one more episode before New York.
That's right.
Sometime later next week, and then we'll be in New York. We're going to get to meet for the first time ever, which will be cool.
Yes.
And,
yes.
Yep.
And then maybe we should share our origin story. Our podcast origin story.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, how we came together and started doing the podcast. Yep, cool. Yeah, I'm really excited for New York. I'm excited to go out to some good dinners and meet everybody. Like it seems like everybody is coming. Andy's going to be there also. Our producer Andy. I'm really excited to hand out Andy's been one of my best friends for 20 years. So we're going to have a fun week up there hanging out and running around together. I'm glad I'm going to have him there with me. So, but we have a lot of people like VGF is going and my buddy Joe Bradley's going and all kinds of great people and really cool stuff.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a blast for sure. Hopefully if you see us there, if you're listening, you come up and say hi, so that we can meet you in person. But anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in, and we will catch you in the next episode. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to the NFT Catcher Podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode and learned something new about the exciting world of NFTs. If you enjoyed today's episode, please take a moment to subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And if you really love what you're hearing, please leave us a rating and review on your favorite platform. If you want to stay up to date with the latest news and insights from the NFT space, be sure to follow us on all the socials at NFT Catcher Pod. You can follow Jennifer at Jennifer_pseudo and Michael at NFTicket. I'm your producer, Andy, and I'm at AJC254. Our theme song's by It's Just Los. We always appreciate your feedback and support, which helps us reach more people and bring you informative and engaging content about NFTs. We look forward to bringing you more great NFT content in future episodes. Thanks for listening. Peace.